I don't believe I can. Oh. All right, you know what time it is. Once again, as usual, time's right about that time. Notice up time already, motherfucking. If you don't know what now, you know, straight into it. Let's do this motherfucking shit. Okay, so this video that I'm about to make is going to be about, once again, our favorite black pill incel. Goes by the name of Marshall Mathers IV, aka the Black Pill Joker. Now, he made a new video saying all the reasons why I turned down mine and Pebric's fight we were supposed to have. Now, I'm just gonna be doing a little overview. I'd already watched the videos, but I'm just gonna do a simple breakdown of all of the stuff that he said and the reasons of why he broke down why he decided not to fight Pebric. It's going to be a little summary over why that is. If you want to watch the whole video, I'll try to see if I can provide the link in the description and whatnot. I mean, my thing is, I don't know why he's spending all this time listing all the reasons why he didn't decide to fight Pebric, when to be honest, Pebric hasn't been talking about the reason why they didn't want to fight. And to be honest, that was about, I think that was about like close to almost a year ago. Yeah, that they were supposed to do their fight, but you know, Marshall ended up chickening out. I mean, I don't know why he's making this new video now after all this time that it's already passed. I mean, my thing is, I don't even think that Marshall I don't even think he was ever going to fuck around and fight Pebric anyway. And he was always going to chicken out of the fight, but he just needed to find some excuse, if any, to try to get himself out of the situation that he put himself in. Because to be honest, Marshall was the one who agreed to the terms of the fight. You knew before, you know, entering the fight that, okay, if you lose, he was going to take you to a brothel to lose your virginity and all this shit. You agreed to fighting. But then when it looked like you weren't going to win the fight, then that's when you backed out. I mean, you, like, to be honest, he backs out of, like, that. He's a coward. Like, he backs out of everything, just like how he dropped out of school, just like he gives up. Like, I mean, to be honest, it should be expected for someone like him to give up or to back out of shit whenever things get even a little bit difficult, you know? Well, what should I expect from him? And then he's saying that he didn't want to, I mean, not that he didn't want to fight him. Nah, I don't think he ever wanted to fight him. He is too lazy. He's too unmotivated. He doesn't have any drive. Like, he's saying that he wanted to fight Pebric, but he didn't want to fight Pebric. He never wanted to fight him at all because he knew he was going to lose. And then the thing is, how the fuck are you going to fight somebody and then say that you're not even going to train? I'll fight you as I am. You're an idiot. You're going to get your ass kicked. You're going to get beat up. Why the fuck would you fight without training? You're just going to fight as is and then get beat the fuck up. Get destroyed. Get your ass handed to you. You stupid son of a bitch. Like, you're just going to fight somebody without training. The moment you throw any type of swing, you're going to be out of breath. Why the fuck wouldn't you do anything to increase your chances of winning if you really wanted to fight him that bad? Which means that you lacked the motivation to fight him, you didn't want to fight him, and you were looking for any excuse to back down. If you're scared, just say that. If you're too chicken shit to fight, just say that. If you lack the balls and the courage to fight someone, just say that. If you're too pussy to fight for what you believe in, that's the thing, man. Just say that. You're too much of a pussy and coward to fight for what you believe in. Even in your black pill incel way of life, which you so strongly believe, you're too afraid to even fight for that. It's like you want to purposefully place yourself at a disadvantage while fighting someone and then make it easy for that other person to win. It's like you make everything hard on yourself for no reason. It's almost as if you hate yourself. You want to be a loser. You want to be a failure. You want to not succeed. You do everything in your power to not succeed just so you can have an excuse of why you're a failure, of why everything in your life sucks. It's pathetic and it's pitiful. And he's saying the reason why he didn't want to fight is because, well, you know, obviously Pebric is big and he's buff and he's muscular and all of this shit. But the thing is, listen, at a certain point in time, Pebric was like somewhere around like 450 something pounds. He's fat. He was obese, you know, at a certain point in time in his life, man. It's the fact that, like, can you imagine if Marshall was 450 pounds? There'd be no way in hell he'd have any motivation to lose all of that weight. But it's the fact that Pebric was big like this and he was able to lose all that weight. See, the thing is, right, Pebric is muscular and, you know, whatever the fuck he is, lean and fit and all that shit. The reason why he's in good shape is because he worked for that. The shit didn't just come easy to him like how you black pill incels always think, oh, well, everything comes easy for people. Nah, bitch, I had to work hard for that shit. And for, like, the shit that I work hard for that I'm good at, you say that I'm lucky, is bullshit. Because to be honest, I started no I was no better than you were, and then I worked hard to become the success that I am. See, and I'm not going to, base it down to, oh, well, you just got lucky. Nah, that's an insult to my hard work. It is an insult to my hard work for you to call my success luck when I worked hard for this fucking shit. And you stupid son of a bitch, can work just as hard to gain the success that other people have. But you're just too fucking lazy. You're a lazy piece of shit. And you don't want to do it. It's your mindset. It's your mentality. You want to be a failure because you get this kick out of people feeling bad and sorry for you. You want people to feel sympathy for you. You get a high off of people feeling bad for you. People being like, oh, you poor thing. And then you have the audacity to call yourself a fucking conservative. Everything about you is a fucking liberal. You're a fucking wokey, lazy, white privileged, white trash failure. And it's fucked up that people who work hard have to take time out of their day to accommodate you. I mean, see, you could be muscular and strong and all that shit just like Pebric or whatever. You just got to put in the work, which you don't want to put in the work. So that's why you're in the position that you're in. And then the thing is, like, nobody would ever think that, okay, well, no one would care or give a fuck that you're a failure, a loser, a lowlife, and all that shit. Like, that doesn't really matter to people. More so, it's the fact that it's like, you're gonna be this way. Like, you're gonna choose. The problem that people have with you isn't the fact that you're a loser and failure, but it's the fact that you're a loser and failure. And then it's like, you choose to be these things. You can change, but you don't want to. And then you want to blame everyone else for the decision that you made. Like, how the fuck are you going to choose to be a failure, then blame society for why you're a failure when it's the choice that you made? You don't want to do any work. You're a lazy piece of shit. And it's going to be everyone else's fault but yours. The fuck? That's the problem that most people will have with you. You just like complaining and bitching. I mean, if you at least had a little bit of testosterone, I mean, you would have at least put on and fought for your black pill incel way of life. You could have at least fought for that, if anything. You could have fought to defend your ideology, but you didn't even feel like your ideology and belief systems was worth fighting for enough to win in a fight. Not that I would have wanted to see them fight, but it's just the simple fact that it's like, you're the one who agreed to doing this. And then when you found out that you were way too in over your head, then that's when you wanted to quit. Just like how you quit everything else. You shouldn't have been talking shit over the internet. I bet even Oogwa Man could probably kick your ass, man. Even Oogwa Man could probably beat you the fuck up, man. And he's like 12. And then the thing about it is, he said that the main reason why he backed out of the fight was because, well, Pebric said that if he wins, he's gonna take me to a brothel to lose my virginity. And the thing is, like, that was already established in the terms of y'all's fight before y'all, like, that was already established in the discussion when y'all guys were like mitigating the terms of the fight. Y'all guys, like, he already said that that's what he was going to do even before you agreed to fighting him. But you were saying shit like, oh, well, even if I lose, I'm not going to, go to the brothel to lose my virginity because that's something my parents are going to be against. And, I'm going to bring my parents and they're going to try to stop you and shit like that. And, like, anyways, the point that I'm trying to say is that him being taken to a brothel shit, that was not last minute. Like, that was literally the terms of the conditions of fighting. If you won, he would respect you. He'd leave you alone. He'd stop trolling you if you won. But if he won, then he was going to take you to a brothel to lose your virginity. That wasn't something that he said at the last minute. So he kind of lied by saying, oh, well, at the last minute, Pebric said that if he wins, he's going to take me to a brothel to lose my virginity. That's not how it happened. And then he keeps on using his religion, saying that, oh, I was raised in a very Christian, Catholic, religious faith, and I was born in a very religious Catholic home and family. He always uses that as his excuse. But I feel like you're using that as your excuse to continue to, you're using this to have an excuse to be afraid of women, to be afraid of vagina, to be afraid to not want to interact with women. And then he's saying, oh, I've never been that religious, or I've never been that faithful to my religion. So why the fuck are you bringing in your religion to say that because my religion, I'm not going to do it? But then you don't even give a fuck about your religion like that. So what the fuck are you talking about? You're a fucking lukewarm Christian, and you're only using that Catholic faith to get out of things you don't want to do, to continue to keep on being someone who is a lazy fuck. And I'm not saying that, like, the thing is, Maybe he shouldn't have said that he was going to take him to a prostitute to lose his virginity or whatever. But the thing is, like, I feel like for Marshall, he should start like interacting with girls who are pretty and whatnot. Just expose them to pretty attractive women. Start them off small. Don't take him to a fucking brothel. This motherfucker's gonna die of a heart attack. And what pisses me off about Marshall sometimes is the fact that he's an incel, he's a virgin, he doesn't know anything about women, he's never spoken to women, but he thinks he knows everything about women and what they want and how they are and all this shit. It's like, dude, you don't know shit about women. He talked about in this video, all women care about is money. But the thing is, all you care about is money. You wanted to fucking buy a $10,000 gaming computer and you revealed your address and house and whatnot, thinking that somebody would donate $10,000 to you to buy your gaming computer. You want people to donate and give money to you, just like those e-girls. Like, dude, there's nobody that cares more about money than you, so much so to where you're irresponsible with money. You don't even pay bills or rent, even when you have a job with your parents. You don't do shit but spend money irresponsibly. It's fucking ridiculous, man. And then what he's saying is, like, if he decided he wanted to fight Pebric, and the terms of the conditions were, listen, if I win the fight, I'll leave you alone. But if you win the fight, then we're going to take you to a brothel so you can lose your virginity and whatnot. Like, how are you? He's saying that it'll be unfair if he has to actually abide by the terms of the conditions that he agreed upon if he loses. How would that be unfair? If you don't want to fight him, you could have just said no. But you get yourself in a situation that you can't get out of by agreeing to fight someone. And then the thing about Marshall is he keeps constantly contradicting himself, because he said that he's completely against oral sex and women sucking dick and all of this crazy shit. Like, you're against women sucking dick and taking dick up the butt, like how he says. I'm just quoting him. But the thing is like, he said that he would eat a girl's ass, or he would eat a girl's pussy or whatever the fuck. Like, you would eat cat and you would eat a girl's ass if you had the chance. But you said that you were against oral sex. So how can you be against, like, see, this is probably why a lot of people who make fun of him, they call him gay. Because to be honest, how can you be a straight man and be against women giving head or whatever? Like, that's a part of sex. I mean, and I understand that if you don't like, if that's not your thing and that's not what you're into, then that's cool. But like, why would you outwardly hate women who do that? Like, they did something to you. Like, huh? This is the type of shit that makes me think he's gay, because it's like, or he's bisexual, because it's like, you know, you're afraid to talk to women, you're scared of vagina, but at the same time, it's like, you know, and you don't like women who suck dick. And then the thing is, you get mad at people for putting down your fetishes and what it is that you like, but meanwhile, you're over here trying to demonize what other people like and their preferences. If you don't want people to put down your fetishes and make fun of you for liking women who burp, fart, poop, and pee, you shouldn't fuck with people who like oral sex and whatever the fuck it is that they like. My thing is, what do they have anything to do with you? Those women who are sucking dick or whatever, like, they're not bothering you. You're not married to them. You don't have to deal with them. You're not worried about, like, why do you care what they do? People who've never even done anything to you, you just hate them for no fucking reason. You're a fucking idiot. No wonder you don't have any fucking friends. And guess what? They're probably people who are incels like you that are interested in women who suck dick and all this other shit and oral sex. Like, they're into shit like that. So what would you say about incels like that? And then the thing is, right, he says because of his Catholic religious faith that he doesn't like doing that, right? My thing is, there's nothing in the Bible that says that that oral sex is wrong. There's nothing in the Bible that says it's wrong. There's nothing in the Bible that says it's immoral. There's nothing in the Bible that says that you can't do it or it's not a good thing. Like, where in the Bible does it say it's wrong to do that? Like, you're a religious Catholic, but you don't even know why you are that. You just take things that your parents say and then say, well, I'm this way because my parents are. You don't think for yourself. You just think, oh, well, my parents are religious, therefore I have to be that way. You know, I'm a black pill incel, therefore I have to be a failure at life. Like, you're just a robot. You don't think for yourself. You know, you have to be a failure because you're an incel. You have to be this way because you're you're raised from a super religious family, but you're not even religious. You're not that religious, so what the fuck are you talking about, man? There's nothing in the Bible that says it's wrong. As a matter of fact, shit. I think I did remember one time there was like this one verse from in the Bible where they were talking about oral sex, and it was a man and a woman having sex, and it was like what did she say? I'm trying to see if I can find the verse. Yeah, I think it was Song of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 16, where they talk about a man and woman are having sex within the confines of marriage, and they're saying that, you know, the woman is blowing on the man's garden, and the man is tasting of the woman's fruit. It's a euphemism for, you know what that's a euphemism for. But if you want to go further into detail on that matter, you can look up the Bible verse. And I did research on this as well a while back. It's confirmed that, hey, anything that is within the confines, like oral sex is okay within the confines of marriage. It is not immoral, it's not wrong. I mean, to be honest, that's what you might believe, but there's nothing in the Bible that says it's wrong or immoral or satanic or none of that shit. That's just something that you're saying. But then the thing is, like, what do you have in the Bible or in your religious faith that can, you know, counteract or say, hey, this is why oral sex is wrong? I mean, if you just don't like it, then you could just say you don't like it, and that's fine. But don't say it's a sin or it's wrong or immoral or satanic or whatever the fuck, man. You know, because you're talking about oral sex being nasty. Like, what are you, fucking 12? You're a 26-year-old man. Acting like a child when it comes to sex, man. Like, grow the fuck up. Like, you're not in high school anymore. Yeah, but anyways, moving on. He's saying that Pebric was bigger than him, stronger than him, and would have won the fight. And the reason why I backed out is because I'm smart. Well, if you were so smart, then maybe you could have used your intelligence to win the fight, instead of running away with your tail between your legs like a pussy. And then he lies. That's the thing. He is lying by saying, oh, you know, if you lose the fight, then we're going to take you to a brothel to lose your virginity and get your dick sucked and whatnot. He was saying that shit before you ever agreed to the terms and the conditions of the fight. He was saying that before that. He didn't just say that after, and then I'm just like, oh, I'm going to back out. No, you were scared, and then you realized that you got yourself in a position that you couldn't get yourself out of, and now you're trying to chicken out, you know? And then the thing is, he wants to try to be on some holier than thou shit, talking about some, oh, well, I don't want to have sex before marriage and all of this other shit. And the thing is, like, you just admitted online that you would want to date and marry and have sex with a 14, 15-year-old girl. Like, how the fuck does that even make sense? You want to be with a fucking minor, but you don't want to have sex until after you're married. Like, stop it. Like, he doesn't want to lose his virginity to a prostitute, but I'll lose my virginity to a minor. Fuck is wrong with this man? Oh my God. My thing is, man, a part of me probably wish that Pebric and Marshall could have fought, so then that way Pebric would beat the failure out of Marshall, man. Beat the black pill incel out of this stupid son of a bitch, man. Make him see that there is hope and all this other shit, you know? It's just like, oh, I'm shy of attractive women. I'm always gonna be shy and nervous around attractive women. Dude, if that's the case, then that means that you're afraid of vagina. You're scared of pussy. And it's one thing, he tries to be like, oh, well, I'm only afraid of women that I'm attracted to. Well, most guys want to be around women that they're attracted to. Most guys only want to date women that they're sexually attracted to. So that would mean that you're afraid of women. I don't know, it's just stupid. Like, his problems are so manageable, but he wants other people to do all the work for him because he's a lazy piece of shit. And see, for as much shit as Pebric talks about Marshall and all that shit, deep down, you know, he makes fun of him, talk shit about him, but I feel like deep down, he really wanted the best for Marshall. And to be honest, everybody who, you know, everybody wants the best for Marshall. Everybody wants Marshall to win. They want him to succeed. They want him to get a job. They want him to do better. They want him to elevate in his life and become the best version of himself, you know? See, the thing is, Pebric wants the best for Marshall, but Marshall does not want the best for himself. He wants the worst for himself because Marshall, he hates himself. He hates himself, so he wants himself to be a failure. You want yourself to be a loser. You want to suffer. You want to be miserable. You want to be a failure, so then that way people could look onto you and pity you and feel sorry for you and be like, oh, you poor thing. You're like a charity case. It's that much easier for people to look at you as a failure and feel sorry for you than you actually become your own person and succeed in society. You don't want to do that. You want to be a bum. You want to be a loser. You like being an incel. You like being a failure. And then the thing is, I don't have a problem with motherfuckers wanting to be a failure or whatnot, but you're not going to be a failure and then blame other people for why you're a failure. Blame yourself. You either do something, and then why the fuck are you complaining about being a failure and shit? Like, if you're not going to do anything to change it, shut the fuck up. Stop complaining about it, you stupid idiot. You either do something about it or fuck you. You either change it, do something about it, or fuck you. You're going to keep complaining about some shit. You're going to complain about decisions you chose. How the fuck are you going to cut your own hand off and then blame society for why you're missing a hand? You're a fucking idiot. You're stupid. You're a fucking retard. What the hell is wrong with you? You want to be a failure on purpose so you can condescend to people about how much and how hard you've suffered. Oh, I've suffered so much. Fuck you. You did this to yourself. You're making yourself suffer on purpose so people can feel bad for you. You fucking idiot. All this white privilege in the world you have, yet you're still a fucking failure. You're still a loser. Shit. People want you to succeed and do good things. I want you to do good things. People believe in you. People want you to succeed, but you hate yourself. People like you. People want you to succeed. People fuck with you. People want you to win, but you want yourself to lose. It's like you're fighting yourself. You're fighting against yourself to lose because you hate yourself. I mean, I accidentally turned on the video. Hold on. Like, people who are your friends, they don't want you to just fail. They don't want to throw a pity party for you to feel sorry for you. They want you to be the best version of yourself. They want you to succeed. They want you to thrive, man. That's the thing. People are your friends. People do want to help you. People do, are rooting for you, man. The audience that you want to kiss your ass do nothing for you. Yet you want to ask for money from these same blue pill normie cucks and all this other people that you make fun of. Oh, but I want you to give me money and donate to me. Fuck you. Those black pill incels who are failures just like you that you have an audience by, how many of those motherfuckers donated to you? None of them. Not a single fucking one. But you love, care about, and respect them when they can do nothing for you. They want the worst for you to continue to be a failure, so then they can use you to feel good about themselves. Yet the people that actually want you to succeed, you hate them more than anything in the world, and they are viewed as your enemy. And then he wants to say that Pebric thinks too highly of himself. Well, your problem is you think too low of yourself. All of the problems that you have that are so manageable that the normal person can just get over with a snap of their fingers, most people in this world have suffered more than you. But because you're such a little crybaby pussy punk ass bitch, that you take any normal thing and trivialize it to where it's magnified times 10. For God's sake, you would compare a beautiful, attractive woman that you don't even know, that doesn't even know that you exist, going out with someone who you think is a Chad. You would see that and compare that with fucking slavery if you could. It's like, Jesus Christ. Just because you're a fucking crybaby little bitch does not mean that you've suffered through anything. Fucking child's play, in my book. It was funny, he called Pebric, he was too prideful and too boastful, which is unattractive. But how is he the homosexual when you're saying that he's unattractive for being confident? Why are you trying to gauge attractiveness of a man? Why would you even be looking at a man in that way? It's unattractive that you're confident. So if he wasn't confident in himself, would that be attractive to you? Would you like that? Would that turn you on? That's the type of shit that makes me think that you're that you might be bisexual, man. That's the type of shit that gets you hard and wet. So stupid. Yeah, but anyways, I just wanted to keep this shit short. And, that's pretty much all I have to say for now. But until then, I'm out. You already know what it is, man. At the end of the day, he just fucking, he's back to his old failure self. And, you agree to the terms of fighting somebody, but you want to back out and then use an excuse of my religion. You want to use an excuse of, I'm against these things that you're saying that I need to do if I lose. The thing is, he said these things before you agreed to the terms of the fight, and you know that. I mean, you just backed out because you thought that, you might lose. You don't want to put in any work on improving yourself, and you were going to fight this person untrained. You were going to fight this person without any type of skill whatsoever. You weren't going to train. You weren't going to improve yourself to do better. Of course you were going to lose, man. Jesus Christ. Well, that's pretty much. I want to end this video off. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for now. But until then, I'm out. You already know what it is, man. It's the Underdog Soldier. And once, oh shit, and I approve this message. Damn, almost choked. All right, goodbye. Deuces.